Hey friends, this is Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and this is one $10 chicken, meal number 3. Okay, so here's what's going in our soup. I'm going to strain everything out of here, and we're going to add carrots and celery, the last of our frozen onions, garlic powder, dehydrated potatoes, parsley, salt, dried chives, pepper, and 1 jar of beef bone broth. Why? Just to add the extra nutrition density. Okay, we're going to need a little more fluid anyway because we're using dehydrated potatoes, chives, and homemade noodles, which will soak up a lot. So let's get on this. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, now the noodles go in last, folks. The noodles go in like 15 minutes beforehand. So we're just going to take all of our meat and bones. You can pour it through a strainer if you want, but I don't put a lot of tiny bones in here, like rib cages. Well, it depends. Let's make sure there's nothing else to be got. And we'll set that aside to cool so we can pick through it. It's bloody cold for June, that's for sure. In goes our pint of beef bone broth. Garlic, lots of garlic, parsley, chives, celery. Can you see what I'm doing here? Celery and carrots. Potatoes, just a handful. Okay, 2 handfuls. And last but not least, no soup or meal would be complete without onion. So, as soon as my meat is, well, maybe I can pick through it now. Oh, I almost forgot the salt. There we go. Half a teaspoon of salt, pepper. Doesn't that look beautiful? Even though we're still going to add noodles. Now I'm just going to pick through this and find what little meat there is. There isn't a lot of meat. But as long as Howie sees some, all right. Not a lot of meat. But doesn't matter. We got bone broth in there. And we have the nutrients from the bones and the meat of the chicken. So we're going to put this back on, and 15 minutes before supper, we will then add the noodles. In goes the flour, 3 cups of flour, not pancake mix. 1, 2, 3, there we go, and let that mix. It's like bread in the sense, folks, you never put it on higher than 2. On the stand mixer. Just under a half a cup of water, and we'll see how that does. So 3 large eggs, 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 of a cup of water. Look at that beautiful noodle dough. That's beautiful. Okay, now. This part here is going to be for tonight's supper, and these noodles, and it doesn't matter if they hang here, they'll just dry. All right, folks, I'm sorry. I forgot to film me putting the noodles in. But look. Oh, look at that. Isn't that indescribably beautiful? Now let's get some pepper on that. Let me taste it. I haven't even tasted it, folks. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's very good stuff. All right, we're going to take this over to Papa, Howie, Wolfie, whatever you want to call him. Just don't call him late for this or he will be pissed. This is one $10 chicken, meal number 3.
And lunch was very good.
It was it? Thank you. Wait till you see what I make tomorrow night. Yeah, fresh carrots, not dehydrated. But the potatoes were dehydrated, so. You want to give her a noodle?
Very tasty.
Well, it's been chilly and damp, hasn't it?
I have my comfy and a shirt on.
Yeah, he's dressed warm.
I came home and turned on the baseboard heater, so
yeah,
it's chilly.
She's waiting so patiently. And Daddy blows it off for her. Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Gracie? Is that good? Gracie says it's good.
Awesome. Thank you, dear. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, and that is one $10 chicken, meal number 3. Take care. God bless. Mwah.